Okay, let's get started. Today we're back with Silent Hill F. Last time we finished the game. Last time we beat the game on our first playthrough and got to our first ending and went, oh, that's an ending. So we're going to try to do our second playthrough and get a second ending today. And the goal of this is to go quickly. I want to see how quickly we can do a run of this game, and that will help determine how many endings I go for on stream. That's kind of my thought process here. If we can get through this ending in one go, in today, basically, then I'll consider doing some more endings and go do more playthroughs on stream. So today we're going for ending number 2. And the requirements are very simple. No red capsules. I'll show it here, this ending. No red capsules, and don't obtain the Sacred Sword. So we're just not going to obtain the Sacred Sword. So no red capsules, and get the Agura no Hote-sama. Those are my goals. 2 things. I think we can do it. Let's hop right on in. Let's make it like... Let's invert the action and puzzles. Slightly harder action, but easier puzzles for this playthrough. Now, for this playthrough, we are going to be skipping enemies. We're going to be not watching every cutscene. I'll let this cutscene play while we sort of chat, but we're going to not watch every cutscene. We're going to not read all of the lore. Hello, Light Hope, how are you? Shally's to Jelly Duck.
でもお父さんに言われるとなりたくなくなる。宿題と同じだね。やれって言われるとやる気なくす。
Good Muskin working from home on a rainy day. Love that. Oh, she's got her fox brooch on.
何かいいことでもあった？うん。昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっと。
Hello, Oso. Good to see you this morning. Good detail that they put the fox brooch on her right away. Domoyo arigato indeed. Yeah, this is the very beginning of the game. Because we're just starting a new playthrough right now. Back before everything gets taken over and destroyed. Nope. No reference to why it's called Silent Hill, other than that it is a Silent Hill game. That was an interesting little flash there of things getting weird.
お父さん、ひな子の気持ちだって。
こんな話二度とないんだぞ。ひな子にとってこれ以上の幸せがあるか？あるわけがない。
I don't know why I'm coughing so badly suddenly.
どこ行く？話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひな子。
それにしても、あのひな子がね。
あいつは本当に高校娘だ。何しろおかげで借金は全て返せる。二度と金に困らずに済むぞ。
お父さん、やめてくださいよ。ひな子に聞こえますよ。
Yeah, this one's open. This is not open in the first playthrough. Regarding the Legend of the Sacred Sword, we should start by looking for these Jizo statues first. Yeah, we're not going to worry about the sword today. That's not relevant for this playthrough. But this is a new room. Need a key, huh? We have a bunch of Arare. Okay, good. It auto-equipped the Arare. That's good because that'll be a good, like, option for not using the red tablets. Woman's magazine. This is from Sakuko, but it's too cute for me. Balcony key. Isn't that cute? Hello, Moose. How are you? Use balcony key. Hacking tips. Hey, increases inventory capacity. I love that. The boy's diary. I'm going to be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm going to become a millionaire by finding treasure all over the world. Not just hunting treasure. A real treasure hunter sometimes takes down big scary beasts and bad guys. I was fighting with the girl who lives next door when Mom got mad at me. She said, what if you leave a scar on your face? Then nobody will marry her. What's that all about? I think that girl would be a really good treasure hunter, though. She always finds the hidden treasure when we play hide and seek. Treasure hunting game key. Okay. So there are, what, 3 or 4 boxes downstairs we can probably open with that? Just a little creeped out. The campus is silent. Treasure in the game note. You're real good at this. Not any bozo could find this one. Too bad this ain't the treasure. Points for trying. You were so close. There are like 3 or 4 boxes downstairs. Good we go. One of his miseries by my doo-doo bomb and died. Got stabbed by my doo-doo spear and died. Anyone looking around here for treasure is no more than fodder for my traps. probably upstairs then. Faded bride doll. Oh, never mind. An old doll in the shape of a bride made from clay. It seems to have been forgotten for a long time. This is the treasure. Ah, Sacred Sword is now a puzzle thing. I better go and see whether there's an Jizo-san in town. But yeah, Arare will be my, like, replacement for red capsules for this playthrough, because I can't take red capsules in this one. Okay, so first thing first. Oh, we have a chocolate. Okay, red capsules we do not equip. Nice. Find a steel pipe right off the bat. This mode. Diary of Revenge. This is new. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamada no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamada no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. According to Ebisugaoka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamada no Orochi's heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Higa no Kuni is now known as Ebisugaoka. There are records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water streams in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of the poisonous water dragon stemmed from. However, while the local records state that Yamada no Orochi's head flew here, there is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit, and falsified connections using famous literature to solidify their claim. And an Emma. Oh, a kitchen knife. Love that for me. Think you got him. Hold to skip new cutscenes. Interesting. Is this a new cutscene? Maybe it changes because this is our first time to the Dark Shrine. And maybe it's different this time. So that our clan may prosper. Oh, regarding the legend's sacred sword. One story even claims the sword was discovered. However, the youth that found it became consumed by the Tyra clan's resentment and massacred the others one after another. After the sword became known as the sacred sword and is thought to contain the lingering animosity of the defeated Tyra soldiers. Was the sword hidden after that? There is not enough information. I must search for the Jizo statues myself. Got it. So yeah, you're supposed to use the pictures as hints to where there's a Jizo statue. So I probably missed the first one. Not that I'm looking for them really in this playmode. I'm not. Diary of Revenge. This is new. Jumping into the end of the Heian period, the infamous Genpei War wreaked havoc across the country and defeated warriors from the Taira clan. Fled to all corners of Japan for sanctuary. Ancient folklore claims that Ebisugoka is one such hidden sanctuary. Few ventured close to this land, for the poisonous gas that rose from the ground is a well-known phenomenon. This made it the perfect hiding place for those shamed warriors. Though this did not come without its own inherent problems, as there are numerous records regarding Ebisugoka's residents suffering from the water dragon's poison. It is only natural then that they would turn to idolization as a device to quell the dragon's anger. However, despite the popularity of the faith at the time, not a hint of its legacy remains today. It just goes to show that even the gods are not exempt from the fickleness of man. And an Emma plaque. Oh, I remember. So yeah, I think for the Sacred Sword puzzle, you need to find those like objects and then find the Jizo statue and offer them at the each Jizo statue. So probably the
Oi, Aibo. Rinko no ie wa sotchi janai ze.
ごめん。
Okay. I remember right, there was other weapons right here. Ah, there's the one in Jizo statue. Offered the rusted flask, yeah. For Mizu can be seen. Got us. There's one.
Oi, Hinako.
あれ
Hinako.
リンコは
読んでみよう。
Also, thank you for the follow. I didn't see it come through for some reason.
俺だ。シュウだ。
Seems like a pretty noisy hill to you, yeah.
怪我はないか。家族
It is a pretty noisy
私は
hill.
大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし、何が何だかわからないよ。
Yeah, for some reason my alert for the fall didn't go through. Sorry about that. Didn't seem like a new cutscene, but it was saying new cutscene. Guess it's still a koan. Still cutscene.
サクコ、あんないい子がどうして。
これ以上ここにとどまるのは危険だ。町を出た方がいい。
町を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは。
助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも町を出るって言っても、あれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ。
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。どうしよう。
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
シュウの家の裏
That's
山
not
の
behind your house. Yep.
あの山、越えられるの？
わさび田への道がある。うちだけ
No, I don't have an
道だ。
Instagram.
リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
台所どこだっけ？
No, all my socials are listed on my profile. Where Rinko? Lovely. This feels kind of new. She's having a flash forward. Of events to come. Yeah, that was new. Okay, there's, yeah. There's a number of damaged Jizo statues in the hollows of the Divine Tree. I saw old and broken tools laid in front of the statues, most likely so they could be put to rest. Sacred Sword came far before the Inari faith. As such, Jizo statues are more likely than Inari statues to be used as anchors for sealing the sword. It seems only to look into beliefs that are older than the Inari faith to find the Sacred Sword. Oh, hang on. This is new. Diary of Revenge. I found mention of a transition from the Water Dragon faith to the Divine Tree faith in the historical records dating from around the middle of the Kamakura period. There, it is written that a peculiar monk donning multiple masks and measuring over 10 shaku, approximately 3 meters in height, visited Ebisugaoka. Frankly, ridiculous overstatement. The monk brought people to a great cedar tree, later to be idolized in the divine tree faith, and told them the following: "You who fear the water dragon's wrath, quake no more, for the beast grows weak and prepares to slumber. It is none other than this great tree that has sapped the evil from it. Devote yourselves to the great tree, and it shall keep that beast subdued until the end of time." Upon hearing the monk's words, the people of Ebisugo abandoned the water dragon faith and converted to the divine tree faith. However, in time, the divine tree faith would also begin to change. Being a settlement hidden away from society, the residents had no way for trading with the outside world, and so they were forced to treat their tools with extra care. It was from this unique culture that Tsukumogami faith was born. Local historical records state that old tools would be brought to the halls of the divine tree and offered to the gods, once again further warping the religion. Between 3-meter-tall monks, giant sacred cedars, and dragons, do humans simply sense the divine presence in anything larger than themselves? How utterly ridiculous. Mori Rabbit. Press heavy attack immediately after performing a perfect dodge to deal a powerful counter. Oh, that's actually really good. Letter from Sakuko to Hinako. Hinako, has anyone tried to rope you into playing the Fox's Sacrifice game before? You basically just write a bunch of names on the blackboard and the fox will tell everyone's future. One of these people will also be granted good luck. But this isn't just some childish game. There are spiritual powers at work here, mark my words. And the fox isn't telling people their futures, it's deciding them for itself. You have to promise me you won't join in, even as a joke. Even if you don't believe it yourself, please. Hinako, Kimi, Kanta, Sachi, Sakuko, Rinko, Shu, Koyoki. The Fox's Sacrifice. Huh. Origami of Foxbridge. To the revered fox, my ancestors, I thank you for your divine revelation. Your will shall be done. Oh my. Everyone's names crossed out but Kodayuki's. Wow. Hinako disappeared, Kimi cancer, Kanta heart disease, Sachi cancer, Sakuko heart attack, Rinko burned to death, Shu suffocation. Huh. Yeah, this room is totally different than... It's not here in the first playthrough, I think. Ah. New cutscene?
お姉ちゃんどこ？
お友達と楽しく過ごせた？ならそろそろお支度をなさい。もうお友達とはお別れの時間よ。
お姉ちゃん。
あなたが殺すのもあなたの手で。それができるからここへ来たのでしょ。
それってどういう？
Okay. Okay. Back to the Dark Shrine. Wait, we already have the fox arm?
辛い儀式だったろう。よく耐えた。
We already
よく
have
頑
the
張ってくれたね、ひなこ。
we already have the fox arm.
さあ、先に進もう。
Huh. So do we just skip all the part where we kill all our friends? Or is that what we're gonna do now anyway, but we just have the fox arm for it? Okay. Interesting. Oh, the drama. Okay. Who is this home? I think these cutscenes are only new because we have the fox mask and everything on. Like, they're not actually new. Yeah, we're definitely getting through this faster.
俺はお前にいいんだ。ひなこの好きなようにして。俺は相棒の選択なら受け入れるぜ。
Like I said, I think these cutscenes are only new because of the fact that we have the fox stuff on. so wild. She doesn't even look back on any of them. She just goes.
幼い頃からの友人に別れを告げるのは辛いだろ
はい。あ、いえ。するべきでした。もっと早く。こんな姿をお見せして申し訳ありません。
謝らなくていい。むしろその痛みを強いた私の方が謝らねばならない。行こう。
Onward. Diary of Revenge. And then the Edo period, Ebisugaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and the sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon, instead it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so a new divine object was decided to take the tree's place. The next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ebisugaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ebisugaoka has almost no likeness to that practice throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has turned into some epic divine story by the priest. This is the nonsense that they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history. It's been mutilated time and time again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. This is the way up to the tree.
この神社、うちの古い神社か。
Yeah. There's the sacred sword.
昔は栄えてたみたい。
There's... Got it. So when you're doing it, the puzzle gives you clues to where the things are. That's good to know. Oh, that's the hibachi brazier for... Another so-called new cutscene?
自分だけで頑張るよ。
Putting the red capsules back, whatever, not giving them to you. Winners don't do drugs. Reached the Owari residence without taking a single capsule and left the capsules on Shu's desk in his workshop. Nice. We went through some pretty vicious battles together, huh? You had to part ways with our fair share of comrades in the battlefield. I never thought we'd have to part ways too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye, though through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. Wherever we go, no matter what we do, you will always be part of the Space Army. I will always be partners. Got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Got it. So if you... So if you get here without doing and you had to take some pills, you should probably take those capsules. What's that little shrine? Since I got the thing for it, curious if I can just put this here. Yeah. Journal updated. Okay. In the front door we go, and I believe this will transition us to another cutscene that'll take us back to the Dark Shrine. Yeah. Now this is where this is the section where we normally would have gone through everything to get the fox, you know, arm and face and all that. He's not even there. She's just talking to him. Interesting. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of this, in the first time, you see him walking down with her. Then he disappears. She says this stuff. But she didn't have her fox arm and everything yet. So this is a little different. Not just the ending that's different. Oh. Obtained the following documents. So this was new. I didn't get this. Family physician's log. My two daughters' symptoms have improved dramatically. Both patients have made a full recovery. I do not understand it one bit. There exists no record in any literature of a disease or toxin that could lead to such a cruel illness. Such a dramatic recovery that the two daughters have experienced, likewise, has never been documented. Now the housemaids are whispering about a supposed cure, yet I can no longer chide them and insist science can prove all. Fascinating. And an Emma plaque. This might be new. Yeah, I haven't been in here before. Letter from a woman. You really are shrouded in mystery. I understand exactly how I feel, even though we haven't seen each other in years. Are you simply reading me like a book, or am I feeling exactly what it is you want me to? Recently, I've started to think I don't even know who I am anymore. Oh. I did not come here. Mandate of the clan. Upon the rock of our ancestors built a shrine naming it Heaven's Benediction, so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's Benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When that time comes, the glory of Higa's gods shall wane, heralding to the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's head to ensure that Heaven's benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family's head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising. He who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. When the Shishi Odoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies slumbering a water dragon, born during the age of gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withering fate. Guys, this is the Crimson Water Puzzle. But we would need the sword to do this puzzle, because the point of this is to purify the sword, which we don't have. There it is. Treasure belonging. Obtain the small vial containing the Agura no Hote-sama. Okay. Journal updated. Hote-sama. A clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain, and can either be ingested or applied to the affected area. Known in Ebisugoka as Agura no Hote-sama or Hote-sama's cure, and is still favored by a small minority of the elderly population. New information. In ancient times, when people believed fevers were the result of demonic possession, this infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. Though the original formulation has been lost to time, historical documents indicate that it took an extraordinary amount of time and effort to prepare. Okay, so that and an Emma plaque. Note of caution. Oguro no Hote-sama bestows unto us the blessing of crimson water. The blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountain, where spring water pools to infuse with benison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued in the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used. So, if we have the sword, we could use this to purify the sword. Since we don't have the sword, which is fine. Mandate of the clan. On the one that set a great stone, now the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. As power wanes, so the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. Okay. Hermitage of Crimson Water. Okay, so if we had the sword, we could purify it. Since we don't have the sword, we got the item we need, which is the Agura no Hote-sama. And now we should be able to just complete the game. And without taking any capsules still, of course. Don't pick up, girl. I know, right? I see that. How you doing? It's all bad news. Nothing good comes from a ringing telephone.
Hinako, もう十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた。
姉ちゃん。
Rough day? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
なさい、Hinako。
It's going well. We're playing on New Game Plus, so we're trying to get a second ending.
みんな殺してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？
ええ、私も殺したわ。
This dialogue is
お
new.
父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
Killed my friends as well, every one of them.
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる。
Yeah, I know what happens. So I'm working on getting a second ending.
もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。
You must decide your future.
だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。
Yeah, her dialogue changes between games.
何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひなこに幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。
Search Journal 5. In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe that spiritual power was lost. They then turned to worship the next oldest object, the Inari statues. Thus, the people of Ebisugaoka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the sacred sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should have been the sacred sword. In other words, if the sacred sword is discovered, it will without a doubt undermine the very foundation of all local beliefs. Aha! Diary of Revenge. On the 21st, 13 Ebisugaoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ebisugaoka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everyone had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There's something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore no mask. He marched around the town preaching the following: You worship false idols. The foxes lead you astray. Destroy their foul statues. If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land. The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. I'd wager that perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This, too, unsurprisingly, has been made out to some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel. Aha! Fate of the Apostate. Nice. My father had the courage to call out the town's religious groups for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it as Inari-sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishment or stupid curses. Instead, I tried to research, and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was, a bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately get my revenge. I write this journal like some kind of final message now due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry. Any attempts to force down food simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning is that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was the larva of a locust. Yesterday, I awoke in a sudden fit of choking coughs, and there was an odd squirming and scratching sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all these bugs. I can't go to the doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it as some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up my curtains and scutter across my floor until every inch of my room is covered in gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Gross. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside me. My head is full of them now, or maybe they're eggs. I had a headache and that felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but when it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse, however. I don't think I will make it through the night. I refuse to believe that this is some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? Oh, new cutscene? In theory.
そんなとこに立ってないで入ったらちょうど話がしたかったところだから。あなたは誰なの？お願い。死んで？って言ったらあなたは死んでくれる？
Would you please just die?
どうして私に死んでほしいの？清水ひな子から生まれ変わることができるかもしれない。私以外のものになりたいってこと？どうして私として生きていたくないの？幸せなこと、辛いこと、大切なこと、嫌なこと、全部たくさん考えて絶望したから。もっと前向きな言い方をしよう。ひなのままいつまでも暮らせるわけがない。巣の中でひなのまま親鳥に食べさせてもらって大好きなお友達といつまでも遊べる日々が永遠に続くわけがない。寒い冬が訪れれば親鳥たちは巣を捨てて旅立つ。大好きなお友達だって飛び方を覚えた順に旅立っていく。後には誰も残らない。 周りの巣はみんな空っぽに。親鳥たちも友達もみんな旅立っていってしまった。残ったのは自分だけ。やめて。今ある幸せと必ず訪れる孤独な冬をすべて足し算引き算して私なりに考えたの。やめて。嫌なの、怖いの、恐ろしいの。わかるよ。やだよね、怖いよね。
Yeah.
でも一番怖いのはこのまま冬が。そんなの分かってる。分からない、分かりたくない、考えたくない。
I wonder if this ending, or if this cutscene changes based on what ending you're heading
耳を
towards.
塞いでわめ
Because
い
by
てい
this
ること
point,
が
your
選択
ending
で
is
いいの？
close to locked.
それがあんたの選択なら私は
The only thing you could do
あんたに
to
死ん
fuck
で
up
も
your
ら
ending
う
at
容
this
赦
point
しないからね。
is
嫌ならあんたが
um,
生きたいっていう覚悟を見せてよ。決意を見せて。
take
逃げるの
capsules.
ではなく耳を塞ぐのではなくしっかり私を殺してあんたが生き残って、あんたこそ私を殺して私より幸せになれるっていう絶対の約束ができるの？怖いんでしょ本当は。怖いよ。私だってすごく怖い。でも今優しい人だっていつか変わるかもしれない。お父さんでさえ昔は笑ってたって言うんだよ。でも恐怖に怯えることは選択じゃない。目を開けろ。考えるのをやめるな。自分の幸せを誰かに決めさせるんじゃない。清水ひな子、お前はひなだが翼はある。私が勇気を与えるから。だからお前が翼をくれ。
I'm morbidly gay. Yeah, don't watch. No, you're cute. Yeah, don't watch. Some of the cutscenes change a little bit depending on what playthrough you're on. Like that one. Key to my desk drawer. Bundle of letters from the drawer. When I look upon the moon, I cannot help but be reminded of your graceful form. Oh, how blessed I would be if I were gazing at the same moon right now. Awaiting your answer is nothing short of pure bliss. Her letters to and from Koyotuki. Oh, this one apparently is a new cutscene.
これを飲みなさい。少し楽になるはずだ。
Something about this scene is different than what we've seen before.
私は一体
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
これでは皆様に愛想を尽かされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。 少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うよう
This
だ。
is all the same, I think.
先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
もう立てます。
Doesn't make it divine.
そうか、気をつけて。行こう。
I mean, in
君
his
のため
case, it
に用意
might.
した一番大切なものがある。
はい。
純子さん。
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では。
お姉ちゃん。
まだ生きてるのね。
うん。
しっかりなさい。
しっかりって。
未練は拙速では立てない。そう思い時間を与えたけれど、生きていてもいいなんて考えてないわよね。そんな甘えは許さない。殺せ、必ず。
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
Okay, come on. And the fox spreads his fan. Yeah, the fox spreads his fan. remains in a daze. All of this. Oh, interesting. This puzzle changes based on your ending, potentially. Got it. That was kind of weird. Apparently that puzzle doesn't just change based on what difficulty you're playing on, but actually what ending you're getting towards as well. So like it has up to 12 possible variations of that puzzle.
これが君のものだ。
It's an interesting one.
さあ、君も。 では始めようか。
はい。
Hi Harvey, how are you doing? Trying to interpret what your first message means. Something crazy might happen, something crazy will happen. This game is nothing but crazy things.
よくここまでついてきてくれた。
一緒だからここまで来られました。
This cutscene we've actually already seen.
もうわずかの辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。
あ
Okay, this cutscene is the same, but we'll watch it anyway. Looks horny to you? They definitely are. Boop.
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
This will likely be different than anything we've seen before.
これは驚いた。まだ生き残っていようとは。
私は認めない。こんなの認めない。
心を沈めて消え去りなさい。あなたの存在はもはやヒナコを苦しめるだけ。
ヒナコ、清水ひな子は私。いいえ、清水ひな子はもう存在しません。帰りなさい。ここはあなたがいてよい場所ではありません。
日に一体どこからこのようなつきものが。ひなこ、今払ってあげるから
Yep.
少し待ちなさい。お前は一体。
取り戻す。
Oh, she big Angie.
違うよ。サクコもリンコもシュウも奪い、お父さんもお母さんも会えないわけじゃない。子供の頃のようにいつでも会えるわけじゃないだけ。黙れ化け物め、私を返せ、奪った全てを返せ。ごめんね、私。でもあんたの気持ちはすべて
Interesting.
私が受け止めてあげる。
In that scene before, she was saying all those things to the, white wedding dress character who didn't speak back. Now we see what she said, speaking back.
ひなこ、この薬を飲みなさい。君はあのようなものに疲れてけなげに耐えていたのか。俺、よくもひなこに。死ね！ひなこ、もう大丈夫だ。
Yep, hi, Shu.
どうしてそいつをかばう？お を誰より守ると誓う俺よりどうして信じられるんだ。
シュウと一緒に昔のままの姿でずっといたかった。でも私もシュウもいつまでも同じではいられないんだ。
それは分かってる。でもどうしてそいつなんだ。どうしてだ。
シュウはいつまでも今のままでいようと言ってくれる。だけど琴雪さんは私と共に未来へ歩もうと言ってくれる。どちらも不安だった。どちらにも希望を感じた。もし本当にこの身を2つに引き裂くこと
Only
が
I
で
could
きた
split
なら、
myself in two.
私は今だってその半分をお前の相棒として残していきたい気持ちでいるんだ。シュウ、
終われば男としてこのままにはできない。
いえ、私に話させてください。
Much longer ending cutscene. In the last one, you talk to the wedding dress and then fight.
俺はダメな男だ。笑って祝福するつもりでいたんだ。でもできなかった。それどころか俺はお前に薬と偽って
それは
内なる自分と対話できる薬だが、体質によっては非常に危険な薬だ。
どうしてそんなものを私に。
結婚を断って欲しかった。一番思ってるのは誰か気づいて欲しかった。
Remember, this is only one version of events.
相棒の大切な日を祝福できなくて何が相棒ってんだくそ。頼む、幻滅してくれ。
幻滅などするもんか。今度は私に相棒に幻滅させようとするのか。いい加減にしろ。よくも今日私たちをめちゃくちゃにしてくれたな。
なんかほっといて。逃げろ。
戦うぞ
Was it the
相棒
elevator? Yeah.
そのおかしな宇宙人野郎を私たちでぶっ飛ばそう。掃除の時だ。
宇宙戦争ごっこに夢中で二人とも掃除なんかを忘れてたことは。
先生に見つかってまとめて怒られたな。
そうだった。懐かしい話だ。
レーザーガン覚えてるか？引き金を引くと音と光が出るやつだ。
覚えてる。盆踊りの時に露店で買ったやつだ。
私が借りてたのに壊しちゃった。
Oh.
でもお前は責めないでくれたな。本当にありがとう。
あの時の申し訳なさそうな顔を見たら誰が責められるかってんだ。
Oh my goodness. Silent Hill, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. The fuck?
覚えてるか？小1の頃、掃除の時だ。
宇宙戦争ごっこに夢中で二人とも掃除なんかを忘れてたことは。
先生に見つかってまとめて怒られたな。
懐かしい話だ。
レーザーガン覚えてるか？引き金を引くと音と光が出るやつだ。
覚えてる。盆踊りの時に露店で買ったやつだ。
私が借りてたのに壊しちゃった。
めてくれ。扱いされるのが嫌いだってことか。ずっと胸に刻んでた。なのに俺はお前が嫌う見方をしているのに気がついた。
私は女はこうあるべきっていう決めつけが嫌いだっただけで、だからって女に生まれたことまでも憎んだことはなかった。
Stop running away.
俺は勘違いしてる。お前を追い詰めていたのか。お前の気持ちは目を見りゃわかる。でも俺にはなぜ傷ついていたのかわからなかった。
違う、シュウは気づかせてくれたんだ。私はお前のおかげでやっと生まれ変わることができた。だから清水ひな子はいつまでもお前と共にある。
A really long fight. Full heal, full heal. Oh, I think we got it. It's a very long fight.
Thank you, Aibo. その言葉で俺は完成したぜ。
Yeah, this is a final boss. One of many. High symphonic.
シュウ、ありがとう。
This is one of, I think, 4 different final bosses. Yeah, this is the first boss. The game is pretty extreme all the way through, but not this extreme.
Kotoyuki さん、俺の相棒、あんたにしばらく預けるぜ。
しばらくのつもりはないのだろう。
俺のひなこを不幸にしたら100発殴ってやるからな。
ひなこは私のものだ。もはや君のものではないね。
いや、俺の相棒なんだから俺のだ。貸してるだ
I'm
けだ。
just lending her to you? Oh my god.
私と君は世界で最も彼女のことを理解し大切にしようと思っている二人だ。良い友人になると思うのだが。
Thruple? Bruh.
狐の嫁入りだ。
Oh, the whole thing is kind of a hallucination. The whole game takes place in Hinako's subconscious, basically. I know that we have a mid-credit scene, so we'll wait to get that. She'd be tripping the entire time, yeah. So this is the second ending, and in this ending, she embraces the side of herself that wants to get married and rejects the side of herself that doesn't want to and wants to be a free bird. So we see her kill her other self and then fight the sort of avatar of Shu, who, you know, would want to protect her. Which is still a better ending than the first ending you get. It is a much more satisfying ending. Tripping on mushrooms, yeah, tripping on little pills filled with hallucinogens. Because in the first ending, she doesn't accept either side of herself and has a full mental breakdown and kills everybody. Like, literally in real life, kills all her friends and family. Yeah, oh geez. We can also do an ending where she accepts the free bird side of herself, runs away with Shu, and you have to fight off the Spirit of Fox Mask, who's a nine-tailed fox, as the final boss. And then the best ending, the true ending, is where she embraces both sides of herself. And you actually have a fight, I think, that's both other final bosses kind of back and forth, which is really interesting. Moose, we've already made a thruple joke. Get with it. That's what this was. No, this was embracing the side of herself that wanted to get married. Unless you mean embracing both, as in embracing her husband and her friend. Edgar, what are you doing down here? Come here. This was like a middle ending. There's still a true ending and an alternate middle ending. Plus a crazy ending. Because as always, there's a UFO ending. How long is each playthrough? So that was sort of what I was testing today. We've been on for 8 hours and 20 minutes, and I started New Game Plus today, so I'd say 8+ hours for each run. Okay, here's the mid-credits cutscene. So I believe this is at her, like, this is sort of the real-life wedding, but with a twist. Ugh. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's going to be no problems. She's going to live happily ever after. That's why this is not considered the true ending. And for everything else, there's Lobotomist. Ah, we have a new title screen. Interesting. So depending on which ending you get last, most recently, they give you a different title screen. So we got Coming Home to Roost ending and Fox's Wedding ending. To get the next ending, we would do Don't Take the Red Council and obtain the Sacred Sword, but don't purify it. To get the true ending, you have to get, which we could do now, we'd have to offer away the Fox Brooch and purify the Sacred Sword. And then, of course, for the UFO ending, we have to go crazy. Okay, well that was playthrough number 2, New Game Plus, Silent Hill F. What fucking weirdness. I don't think we're going to platinum this game, because to do so probably requires that I complete the game on the, like, hardest combat difficulty, and given how aggravating that was, I don't think we're going to be doing that at any point, but I may still go for other endings, just not on even harder combat difficulty, because that was the hard combat difficulty. There's easy, hard, and crazy, and that one was already testing my patience to the very limit.